Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have my favorite helmet on. The light. Um, so today I was driving home with the Xterra, and it's making this really wobbling noise as if something's loose, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. I took the tires off. There was nothing loose in the compartment where the tire sits, and all the stuff. Then I was like, what the hell could it be causing the sound? Until I decided to do the following. So I got the tire, I start shaking it left and right, and it moves like it's loose. If you can hear it. Okay, but I want to show you what the problem is, and I just need to get my tripod so I could put this on the tripod. I could put the camera on the tripod and show you guys what the problem is. So let's do this. This thing is loose. Let me get on the side. That is a sign of a bad bearing. So I need to change the bearing on this thing, and I don't know if it's loose, but I'm almost certain that it's bad. So one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to see if it's loose. If it's loose, I'm gonna tighten it up. If it's bad, then I'm gonna have to change it. So let me take the tire off and see if this is loose. All right, guys. So let me zoom out a little bit. So this thing is not loose at all. Even you try to with the hand, it's not loose. So the bearing is bad. So now goes to the next proposition. If I'm going to change both bearings or just this one. So I'm going to go with both. I'm going to order the parts. And once the parts get here, we're going to get to change the bearings on this car. So stay tuned until we get the bearings. All right, guys. So we're going to change the wheel bearing hub. Few things we got to do. We got to take the caliper off. We have to disconnect the ABS cable that's coming out from here. We're gonna kind of disconnect that like that. Take that out like so. Take that out like so. And there's a wire clipped here, and we're gonna disconnect this wire. You know what? Before I do anything, I'm gonna spray. There's 4 bolts back here. I'm gonna show you guys. There's 4 bolts here. 1, 2, 3. There's one on this side. Sorry for the camera. Trying to do as best as I can. There's 3rd one here and the 4th one down the bottom. So I'm gonna spray those, and next we're gonna take this lug nut out, but first we have to take this piece out.
Whoa! It works. How sharp is it?
Okay, this is a 1 1/4. Sabi. Okay, straighten out the steering wheel. The other way. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, stop. Alright, I have all the bolts out. Now we're gonna have to try to hammer this out. It may or may not be easy for this to come out. Alright guys, so I tried everything. I even messed up this little screw here. Last result is heat. So I am going to apply heat on this side and I'm going to try to hammer it out. Hopefully this will get this popped out. So let's see how this works. Here goes nothing. Got it! Bastard! I think I hit my head too. Ha! Yes! Oh yeah, let's do this. All right. Look at that. Disgusting. Rust. Look at all that rust. This is not clean at all. I mean, this was fused in there. This possibly the original bearing as well. But hey, we have success. So before I put the new one in, I'm gonna clean all this out. Start with a clean surface, clean out the axle, apply some grease to it, and put the new one in. You wanna see the difference between the old one and the new one? Look at this, and gosh, this is heavy. And look at this. What a difference, right? Just make sure when you guys put these in, ABS is on this side. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. Apply heat. Also, don't forget to put this back. I think I'm gonna repaint this because I burned off the paint on this end and I gotta strain it out. So tomorrow I'm gonna clean it up, paint it, let it dry out, then put it, clean all this up. I gotta change the shocks on this too. That's gonna be another hell of its own. So anyways, let's clean this up, come back and put it back together. All right, so this is as clean as it's gonna get. This car obviously has a lot of rust. We can't get everything. As you can see right here, there's a lot of rust built up right here. I'm not gonna be able to scrape it off. So it is what it is. I'm just gonna deal with it for now until like I change this whole arm. So, you know, we'll cross that path when we can. Next thing you want to do, you want to put the bolts in first. So you're not fishing for the bolts later. And next, this is the important part. This is very important. The dust shield. Okay? You don't forget the dust shield. You want this in here like so. Okay? We're gonna have it sit right there. Now, this is the new hub, right? What I'm going to do, I am going to apply some greasing here, so just for this to slide in a little bit better. I'm not gonna put much, just a smidge like so. Not much. There you go. And next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna unwind the ABS sensor cable, like so. And the sensor cable is always gonna be on this side, where everything else is. So we're gonna pass this through the shield, which, here we go. So, and I repainted my dust shield. It was very dusty, so figured since I already have it out, let me just paint it. All right, so this is gonna slide in slowly, and you're gonna align it with at least one of your bolts. Try to do it from here so you guys can't see what I'm doing. And you want to push the axle in so until these all catch. And you want to do it in a crisscross motion. Alright, as you can see, I'm not pushing the steering wheel back and forth because I don't have anybody helping me right now. I'm pretty much all alone. Alright, now that these are in, the bolts are in, we're going to tie them down to 44 foot-pounds of torque. Alright, we're going to only hand tight this one because I need somebody to apply the brake to tighten both sides. Because if I try, I need about 134 foot-pounds of torque for this. So we're just gonna tighten it, hand tighten it as much as we can. And as you can see, it's pulling the axle out. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this clip out because the other one's already in. So I don't need this clip in there. Now the rotor and the housing can go. All right, I'm done. Since I have this up, I'm going to bleed the brake lines because the brakes are a little mushy. So I'm gonna bleed the brake lines. There's probably air in the system, and then I'm gonna put the tire on. Then we're gonna do the oil test. So stay tuned. Alright guys, here's the ultimate test. No wobble. Nothing's moving. We did good. We ripped a couple of gloves, but it was a successful, annoying process, but it needs to be done. So I hope this helped you on how to replace a bearing on an Xterra. Most of the cars could be a similar system, but you know, this is an older car, so it might be a little bit easier. So I'm gonna go test drive the car. Be right back. Alright guys, so the test drive went excellent. There's no more noise, there's no more grinding noise. The car drives just fine. The car obviously has other issues, but nothing that's urgent at this time. Interestingly enough, the car still misfires when I drive it a lot. So I still have to figure out what's wrong with that. But one ugly truth that people don't show usually when they do car repairs is the mess that it makes, especially when you're working on old cars. So a lot of videos that we see online on YouTube, everybody has such a clean garage. Everybody, you know, has such everything, you know, organized and blah, blah, blah. But us DIY dads, we're not so blessed because as soon as we clean one area, the other area just gets screwed up. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour or just like a snapshot of my garage of what a mess it is, because I've had so many different events happening one after another, after another, after another. I've just completely lost track of putting my stuff away. But the first thing I'm going to show you guys the mess from this job, the Xterra job that I changed the bearings. So let's see. So look at all that dirt. Look at those bearings. Those bearings are shot. They're old. They will go to trash. They're done with. But look at the rest of my garage. It's a freaking hot mess. Why is it a hot mess? Um, we had our washing machine dump about 20 plus gallons of water into my house, and so we had people come in, rip stuff out, and at the same time, I got sick. It's just a mess, just a mess. So hopefully, I will get the strength back. And as I was making the video for the Xterra, I was fighting the worst headache I've experienced in a very, very long time. But I wanted to get the job done, and I want to show you guys how it's done. So I still have a headache at this point because I just got it done. But I wanted to get it done and get it over with. Now, if you guys see anything that you would like for me to improve in my videos, such as camera angle, my camera angle sucks, and I've been working on it. I try to work on it, but sometimes it's not that easy working, on these projects. Being a full-time dad, having a full-time job, you know, and everything else that comes with it. So my apologies for the bad angles. I'm doing my best. I will definitely try to get them improved. At the same time, if you have any recommendation, I'm all open for recommendation. Critiques, I'm all open for critiques. But if you think I did anything wrong, please leave it in the comments so the community can see what I did wrong, and so it can be corrected. So your comments actually matters a lot when I make these content, because if I'm making a mistake and if you see I'm making a huge mistake, please correct me, so the community who is watching these videos can also be doing the job correctly and not doing it my way, which could be the wrong way. So anyways, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave your comments down below. Peace out, guys.